to AI's video channel. This is our forum to dig a little bit deeper into the technologies that excite us. My name is Persephanie Quimby, and I'm the Director of Business Development here at AI. I'm here today with one of our most valuable architects, Michael Green.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
Michael is an avid blogger. He blogs from everything about why he started blogging, to Azure, to what we're going to talk about today, Angular 2. So, Michael, let's dig right in, and why don't you tell me about some of your experiences with Angular 2?
Yeah, I don't really have production experience right now. I think I'm just doing a lot of proof of concepts. I started learning Angular probably mid-summer last year. So I've done the Angular 2 Tour Heroes tutorial. I recently converted my homepage to Angular 2. I just spent probably about 2 weeks converting my WordPress blog to Angular 2. Just finished that up last Saturday, I believe. And so that's kind of the extent of my experience with it. So it's just a lot of stuff, proof of concept stuff.
Mm-hmm. So we were talking a little bit earlier about this three-part series that you're doing. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so basically I've kind of gotten the habit of basically writing down everything that I do because I'm going to blog about it. And so when I went on this endeavor of converting my WordPress site to Angular 2, I basically took detailed notes of kind of the pros and cons, some of the struggles I faced, and things that I liked. And so it's a three-part series. I'm finished with 2 of them, and I'm working on the 3rd one probably tonight.
Cool. So what are some of the issues that you faced with Angular 2?
Well, I think one of the main issues is Angular 2 is new still. They're still struggling to figure out the naming and stuff. They're recently found out that they're going to skip Angular 3 and go straight to 4 to kind of get ahead of some of the versioning. It's the ecosystem for someone that's a .NET developer. It's a little bit new. That was kind of a challenge. But overall, I didn't really find much that was different from any other new technology.
So you talk about in your blog that a client had asked you to do some kind of dashboard, and that's kind of how you started down this road.
Sure. Yep.
Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Yeah, we had a client that is a healthcare client, and they wanted to basically rewrite their dashboard application, a system called EDW. And Angular 2 was actually one of the technologies that we were actually looking at, and that's kind of where I really started looking heavily into Angular 2. We ultimately decided that we were just going to keep the existing site and just basically reskin it with CSS and those type of things. So we didn't use it, but that's kind of got me a lot more interested in Angular 2.
So what are some of your dislikes about Angular 2?
I think I don't have a lot of dislikes about Angular 2, certainly now that I've kind of gotten used to it.
But when you started out?
Yeah, it was the ecosystem was a little bit tough to kind of get used to. I found it very hard to get a project up and running. You'd go and basically copy what they call the Angular 2 Quick Start, which I think now is kind of irrelevant because it uses something called a module loader called System.js, and now basically it's all Webpack. So you do that type of stuff. TypeScript and Visual Studio, kind of getting that all setting up and running and stuff was a little bit of a challenge, but I think once I kind of started working with it a little bit more, I don't have a lot of dislikes about it.
So React, Vue versus Angular 2.
Well, I actually haven't done any React or Vue. I do know that React is really a library, so it's kind of hard to compare that to Angular 2. I think it just depends on what you like. For me, I've done Angular JS, or what they want to call Angular 1, and so it's just natural for me to go to Angular 2. So it's really kind of, to me, it's kind of apples and oranges, but it's a lot of people out there with tons of opinions about both.
So what are your opinions about it? What's the recommendation that you're willing to make?
I don't know. I think if you have been doing React for a while, I think you stick with that. If you're an Angular 1 person, if you're an Angular 1 person, Angular 2 is so different, you may want to branch out and look at React as well. But what's interesting is a lot of the concepts are similar. They have things like the Shadow DOM for both React and Angular. You have things like breaking things down into components and stuff. So there's a lot of transfer skills, and the ecosystem is very similar. So I think it's just really what you like. And I'm pretty sure there's probably another framework out there right now that everybody's saying, hey, that's the new framework. Forget about React, Vue, Angular, do this one. So I think it's really just what you like.
Well, I really appreciate your time, as always, Michael,
Sure.
and look forward to seeing some more blogs in the near future from you. If you would like to visit us, you can join us at www.theaiteam.com, and please join us in the future. We'll keep posting more videos. Thank you.